Good morning, dear friends. In the last class, we have learned about how one can convert the spherical coordinate system, the variable r, unit vector, ur vector, to this projection on Cartesian coordinates related to y-axis, x-axis, y-axis, z-axis. Already we know we have three variables in this spherical coordinate system: r, theta, and phi. Right. So in this lecture, we are going to learn about how one can convert that theta variable, unit vector along the direction of theta, that means u theta, to this Cartesian coordinate system in I vector, j vector, and k vector. How one can do that? So we are going to learn about this today. Let me share my screen. I hope my screen is visible to you. So we have that Cartesian coordinate. This is this cylinder. This is the cylinder, and we have this, say, origin. Then this is axis. Then this is another axis. This will be x-axis, y-axis, and z-axis. Already we know this is the point, and we have drawn this along the direction of this point UR, and we understood how one can convert this projection of UR in this xy plane related to I vector and j vector and k vector in Cartesian coordinate system. In this lecture, we are going to learn about that how one can convert that cylindrical to Cartesian to cylindrical. Let me draw this line now. We have this is, we already know this vector will be vector towards this will be theta. This will be u theta. Therefore, if you draw this point in this projection in this xy plane, this is the plane, and we have this angle will be phi. We have this angle will be phi. Therefore, this unit vector along this direction of this is a, already we know this is the distance is a, so this will be ua cap. So now if I take this point, we know this angle will be theta. Theta angle will be theta. Therefore, if I take this this is along the direction of u, this is the u theta, right? So this u theta is contribution of this ua and this k vector. That means if I draw this in separately, we will have uh, this is the way. So we have u theta is nothing but we have this direction will be z axis direction, and this will be u theta, u phi, ua direction. So now we can say here this direction is nothing but, this is nothing but UA, and this is along the direction of Z axis, therefore K, then this angle will be theta. So if you write it now, sine theta can be rated as, you take one point O, P, and Q. Sine theta can be rated as OP divided by determinant of UA. Already we know that unit vector along the direction of A. This unit vector means magnitude is 1. Therefore, OP can be written as sine theta. Now OP along the direction opposite OP is along the this is sine theta. Then similarly cos theta can be written as cos theta is we have this is nothing but u t. Sorry, there is a small mistake. This will be u theta. Opposite side, hypotenuse. Unit vector along the direction opposite to that will be opposite will be u theta, right? Unit vector along the direction will be the opposite side will be hypotenuse. So unit vector u theta is equal to 1. Unit vector of u theta equal to 1. Since we have the unit vector ur cap, u phi gap and u theta gap. So this UA projection of point in this point in this plane. So this distance between origin and this point only A. So we are considering this U vector UA vector. So from this we know that cos theta can be written as UA divided by U theta determinant. What is UA? Or means OQ, right? Or otherwise OQ divided by determinant of u theta. Determinant of u theta already you know that one. Therefore, UA is equal this magnitude OQ is nothing but cos theta. So when you write this u theta in vector form, u theta, this is towards the direction of z axis. So u theta is nothing but minus k minus this, and but this magnitude already we know sine theta. So you know this magnitude already cos theta. So unit vector along this direction will be UA unit vector. So how I can write opposite of z axis? Therefore I can write minus sine theta into k gap plus cos theta into UA gap. So this is what we have come to know how to write it. Then if that point is here, right, now we want to know what is UA. Then only we can write it this u theta in terms of I, j and k. Already we have the k variable, but we have to change this UA. So what is this UA? This UA. UA is that contribution of this vector along the direction of x and along the direction of y. So we can write it now. We can draw the line like this, draw the parallelogram. So if this angle is theta, automatically this angle will be theta. Oh, sorry, this angle is phi. If this angle is phi, automatically this angle will be phi. If you draw separately, you can draw like this. This is the direction. This is the parallelogram we have drawn, and this is the unit vector along the direction of A. So this will be UA. So this angle will be theta. This angle will be phi. So now we can write it as this side. Maybe you can take this OAB. So sine phi equal to AB by OB. That gives AB equal to OB into sine phi. Then we have this AB is equal to OB into sine phi. Then cos phi equal to OA divided by OB. So which gives then OA equal to OB into cos phi. OB into cos phi. So from this we know already what is OA, right? So OA is nothing but, so this side, AB side will be, this AB side will be OB, OB is what? Unit vector along the direction of uh, this is what is this unit vector along this direction. This unit vector will be along the direction of x-axis, therefore I. So along the direction of y-axis, therefore it will be j. Therefore we can say with the magnitude, if we take it, OB is 1 since UA vector. So we can have this side will be sine phi and this side will be cos. This side will be cos. Therefore, we can write UA gap equal to OA into I gap plus AB into J gap. What is OA? OA is nothing but cos phi into I gap plus sine phi into J gap. Therefore, you can write U A gap equal to, so you can substitute this value in equation 1. Therefore 1 becomes U theta gap equal to minus sine theta into K gap plus cos theta into UA gap. I am substituting here from this equation to cos phi I gap plus sine phi j gap. Then we can write it U theta gap is nothing but cos theta cos phi into I gap plus cos theta sine phi into j gap minus sine theta into k gap. Already we know the projection of all vectors in this x-axis, y-axis, z-axis, right? Cartesian coordinate system. How we have done? We should know u theta gap dot I, the projection of u theta in x-axis. So I dot I only 1, therefore cos theta into cos phi. Similarly, u theta dot j gap equal to, we can write cos theta into sine phi. Then we have u theta dot k gap equal to minus sine theta. U theta dot k gap equal to minus sine theta. So from this we can conclude, we have now converted all the variables of theta unit vectors to this this Cartesian coordinate system, projection of u theta in x-axis, y-axis, z-axis. So finally, in the next class, we can make after completing our u phi conversion. U phi, how one can convert into Cartesian in I-axis, y-axis, j-axis, k-axis. So after x, y, z axis, then after that we can write it in matrix form. How one can convert unit vectors of spherical coordinate system to unit vectors of Cartesian coordinate system and vice versa. I hope this topic is understandable. You can clearly understand how one can convert the spherical variables to Cartesian variable. The next class we are going to learn how u phi is converted to this in Cartesian coordinate system by using the projection concept I, J, K, how one can convert. I hope this topic is understandable and you can clearly learn what's the basics of this Cartesian cylindrical and spherical coordinate system. Then wish you all the best. Thank you.